Good evening. The word of the day is verification. I've told you a lot of stories on word of the day. Some of them came from my grandfathers, some of them I heard from my dad, some of them from other people. But sometimes a lot of those stories may seem exaggerated, but some of them are not. One of the stories that I heard of as a child is about the property where I live now. The place where my mother's house is built has a lot of large rocks in the yard. And the reason that my grandfather was able to purchase this property is the one person who owned it before this got caught doing something illegal. He was making his corn into a liquid refreshment, if you know what I mean. And in the summertime, they had a field of cucumbers in front of the place that they were crafting their liquid refreshment, which just happened to be where my mother's house is at. They would grow cucumbers and they would put the jars of liquid refreshment in the bottom of the bushel basket and put the cucumbers on top of the bushel basket and take it to town and pretend to sell cucumbers when actually they were peddling liquid refreshment. In the wintertime, they would put eggs over the top of the jars and sell the liquid refreshment while they pretended to sell eggs. Well, I heard that story several times. I heard that the folks got caught and got in trouble with the law, and that's why this place went up for sale. And that's how my grandfather was able to buy it. And I wondered sometimes, I said, well, was that really a true story? I said, I guess it could be. But one day my dad and I were out in the yard doing something, and he picked up something and said, looky here. I said, what's that? It was the head of an axe. They had used that axe to chop the wood to build the fire under their liquid refreshment machine, the steel. It verified the fact that the place where my mom's house is at was the site of a liquor steal. We kept that axe for many years. I liked that axe. You could sharpen that axe. It was made out of some good old steel. You could sharpen it up and it would hold an edge for a long time. And it was verification that the stories I had heard were true, that there had been a liquor steal there. So, a lot of these stories I told you may have been exaggerated, but most of them could be verified. I hope when you listen to something, whether it's a modern day story or an old one, you have some verification so you'll know it's true, and that'll help you have a great day.